Hey, I'm Sammy, and this is Glitchless Chaos. This is all about where I'm raising kids, loving my neurodivergent husband, building a business, writing books, and keeping life interesting. If you feel like you're balancing it all too, then you came to the right place. Let's get into it. Okay, so this episode's going to be a little chaotic, and if you see, I have somebody next to me. It's my best friend, Sam, and it's a little dangerous to have her on, and not in a bad kind of way, but in a we might not stay on topic kind of way, just because two Neurospicy Sams on one episode seems kind of... We're just going to try to stay on topic.
Yeah, statistically, though, the odds may never be in our favor.
Honestly, no. Yeah, that's 100% true. But it felt like a perfect episode to bring her on because we're talking today about friendship, and ours is super neurospicy. It's super neurospicy. And it's that kind of friendship that really just truly sticks with you. And we really can't say it's like a childhood friendship, but more of a teenage friendship that, you know, we've known each other for several years. And
Although we've been childish the whole time.
yes. And you can't really say act your age because that
Doesn't apply.
no, we take several years off of our age. So, but
Just being around each other.
you know, sometimes spending time with that person that has the exact same instruction manual as you is great.
Or the one actually missing pages.
Yeah, yeah, and has coffee stains.
Yeah.
It's great too.
100%. 100%.
Because you know when you open it, you're like, oh yeah, we know what we did that night.
Yep.
Especially to that page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to remember that page.
Yeah, I remember that day too. Yeah.
Yes.
It just works. It works. And, you know, suddenly you're not too much with that person. You're not too loud with that person. You're that right perfect fit. So today's episode is that perfect fit. It really is. And it really does change everything when you find that right person.
It does. It does. I think it really helps it. I don't know, just knowing that I have you who accept me as I am helps me to learn acceptance within myself. You
Yep.
know? So it's really beautiful.
It is. No, just kidding. No. No. Again, we're going to try
To stay.
on task. Not really. No, it really no. So I talked a lot about how, you know, some people who understand you don't live close and having a long distance, you know, friendships. I do have one friend who does live a lot further away, and then somebody who lives 45 minutes away, you know.
But also has like a time blindness that makes it feel like I live the same amount of length away.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, but it really does become one of the strongest friendships. It really does.
Yeah.
And it becomes one of those friendships that you do not have to be in each other's face all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, like we can have like a continuous conversation. Like we just have been talking to each other for almost 20 years, essentially. Yeah. So there's going to be like longer gaps and stuff in between. And once it gets like to a certain point, she'll send me like a little judgy text. Or not a text, but like a little
Judgy chicken.
Yeah, like the eyes, you know, and then immediately I'm like, oh gosh. And then I go on her thing and there's a text that I've like typed up 2 weeks ago that I didn't send to her and that she's probably been waiting on the whole time, just patiently. And then that's my little reminder that you should be talking to your family, you know? And there's no like real guilt. There's a little bit of judgment, okay? But not anything further than like just family missing you. Just a gentle reminder that I'm aware that you have time blindness. I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a lot of understanding. There's, again, she said there is judgment, of course, because we've known each other forever. Literally, we've known each other almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. So of course I'm going to judge her. Duh. I'm going to be like, duh, hello.
You haven't talked to me in like 2 weeks.
3. Anyways, but no, really, there's a lot of picking. Of course, obviously, we're close friends. Yeah, we're sisters. I mean, just earlier today, not the other day. You know, if there's something wrong on my body in areas that if my husband can't look, I'm like, dude, look.
Yeah.
And I'll show.
Yeah.
I'll be like, there's this spot I need you to look at. And she'll look. I mean, I was massively pregnant with my oldest son, and she helped me in areas that I needed help, like big time, because my husband's like, I'm not doing that. I will hurt you. And I called her and I was like, he will not do it. Please help.
Yeah.
And she did. She rushed over. She's like, dude, seriously? She helped me. So, you know, that takes a lot. Like, that's a lot. That's a really good friendship. And, you know, it takes a lot of people just don't really understand that those friendships take a lot of building blocks, but also need to exist for many, many, many reasons.
Yeah. And I think that it's important to note that our friendship didn't just appear how it is today. So we had to be brave enough to be able to communicate without knowing that we were neurospicy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very new assessment that we have both individually gotten recently. So without being equipped for the kind of people that we were, or whatever, we had to find things that worked for us. So that took like consistent like communication or like showing up. There was a period of time whenever we weren't in each other's lives. We were handling our own like specific things for a few years. So there was probably like 5 or 6 years that we had like solid that we couldn't see each other. We were living in different states and we weren't around the same. We were doing totally different things. Okay. And then the second that we were both able and back into better places in our lives, it was like we just picked up and never looked back. I mean, there's so much love and understanding and trust that has blossomed even out of the years that we weren't together because of us being able to come back and talk about the things that happened while we were gone in each other's lives,
Yeah, and it really does honestly take just that specific kind of friendship because, having a friend that is neurodivergent or having friends that are, like, if you're neurotypical and you have a friend that's neurodivergent, it does take a lot of understanding from both sides, not just from a neurotypical person, but it does take a lot of understanding from the neurodivergent as well because the neurodivergent is gonna immediately just enclose on themselves, but the neurodivergent is also gonna have to, be like, oh, wait, I am gonna have to see it from their perspective as well. So it's a lot of give and take, and we do understand that because we were truly also teenagers when we became friends, so it was a lot of growing as well into our adulthood. So we, it was kind of one of those things that we knew.
And I think that we both gone on really important like healing journeys ourselves that we have been able to like communicate and be with each other through like on this side of it, like we're both in therapy, like we're both working on things. Like I come over and like I have a special bond with her family, that they just call me Aunt Sam, and that my kids know what time it is when they come over here. My dog is in the house with the family right now being yelled at.
Probably, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But yes, like that, it takes just a very, very, very close special bond. And it takes a lot for anybody to get that close. And
it took a lot of years.
Yes. And like, I don't think people really understand that. And a lot of like friends come and go. We had a lot of people come and go out of our life. And what people just don't really truly understand is when you get that auntie role, like, especially if you're not blood, it's really hard to explain. Once you get that aunt role and you're not blood, and the moment like you hurt their mom, especially with my oldest too, he's in that stage where
super protective.
Yeah, he's not gonna talk to you. He's not gonna be nice to you. And like I don't like dealing with him now.
Yeah, no, we're very like protective family type of people. And like I've told our kids that I will lay anybody down.
Not from spiders.
Them. I was just about to say.
She will sacrifice anybody's children. It doesn't matter who it is. If it is a spider, she will push you down in front of that spider and run.
You cannot fight a spider. I will punch a man. I will fight a person. I will slap a woman. I cannot fight a spider. What are you doing at me?
She will sacrifice you.
I tell him, I said, I'll trip you. I will fight any intruder that come in this door. I promise you, I will lay my life down for you. I will in a heartbeat. However,
not when it comes to a spider.
You better not
trip you and rush. She will sacrifice you to the spider gods.
And they know it. My children, their children, her husband, everybody knows it. You know it. You know what I'm saying?
She'll sacrifice you to the spider. It's hilarious. The one thing we did Google today, because we were talking about it, is if penguins have meat. And they do.
They do.
It's creepy. It's weird.
0 out of 10, don't recommend.
No. And we don't just, okay, look.
We know that because of the weird conversations we have.
We're neurospicy. We just come up with the weirdest things and we spiral and we have fun.
We can literally just talk about what we will start off and be like, oh, what are we going to talk about on this podcast? End up talking about and Googling penguin meat. I don't understand how that came.
We're not.
You know what I'm saying? But that's where we're at. That's
we do that. And again, there's
no trying to understand it though. That's the beautiful thing is that we just rock with it. And then like somebody will be like, what are y'all talking about?
I don't know.
We don't know. Everything?
Anything?
Nothing.
I don't know. Bob.
Yeah.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
Can we fix it?
Bob the Builder.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, see, we
So-
just had a moment. We just had a stemming moment.
Exactly. And that's a Bob the Builder friendship moment. You know, Bob is building our moments together, you know?
And see, that is a stemming moment. And I rarely do I have these on these episodes, but when I do, I always reel us back in. Again, I said that I would try to keep us on topic. Now we're reeling back in. All right. So, but again, people don't realize, like, when you can unmask with certain people, you unmask. And it's really hard to, you know, masking needs to be a paid skill. I really do.
Dude, it's literally like every relationship, friendship, interaction is a customer service representative interaction version of who you are, because people aren't like prepared to handle things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I literally get paid to do how I handle my interactions, you know?
Yeah.
And there's only like, I let like snippets of it out when I'm super comfortable, which I'm grateful at work. I have a really like inviting environment because I have trust in my communication skills with friends and stuff now. And so like, and I'm very blessed to be in an environment that kind of welcomes that a little bit, so they get like a little taste of me and all of my stuff, you know? But whenever I come over here, I'm fully accepted, and not only am I accepted, they instigate.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I'll just let y'all know right now.
Yeah, no, but we also, like, we're a household of neurodivergence. Y'all, everybody know the emotional support husband has ADD, and my middle son has autism, and we're pretty sure my daughter has ADHD.
I'm pretty sure she's just got divitis.
For real.
She don't.
Yeah, so we're pretty sure she's ADHD as well. So the only one, again, I've mentioned that my oldest is neurotypical.
He plays football and all the sports.
So we're pretty sure he's neurotypical. So again, when it comes to unmasking, we're the house that everybody likes to come to because you can unmask, you can be yourself, you can be comfortable.
And you never know what you're gonna get.
Never. No. So we're the comfort house. And honestly, it does heal that one specific part of you that you didn't even know that was broken until you find that either person or the family, or until you find that one, even if it's like a significant other or like us, you didn't know that that part was broken until you find that person, your person. Like we've been told several times, even before we knew about Grey's Anatomy, that we were basically Christina and Meredith, but we're not like twisted and, well, we have our moments, but we're more goofy and silly. We're like the weirder versions of them.
Yeah, because it's not so serious. You know? It's not like, you know, we can be there for each other. Like when we don't think that we can make it another moment, we can be there and be serious and be legit for each other. But then we're gonna like make the other one laugh and bring it back up, because like you're allowed to be whatever it is that you are with me, but also in that safety net. Once you feel your feelings, we're gonna move past that into a happier state, because you know that's where we deserve to be there. We deserve to be heard, felt, and then carried into like a lighter mood. You know what I'm saying? Because you have just shared this heavy burden with somebody. You know, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it makes you feel like super a weight lifted. Yeah.
Yes.
And like I was gonna say something. Squirrel. I don't remember. I lost it. I lost it. But you know, it's also, there is also like, if you can't find that person,
and they're there for you no matter what, you know. I think that's a really beautiful, like how we can just brain dump on each other, just straight up. Like because it's been 2 or 3 weeks that we haven't seen each other, then we get caught up, and it's like
that you can be like that unmasking person. There is that one thing that you can do, is be that person for somebody else. You know, I've said it time and time again that if you can't find that person, it's best to be that person, so you can teach, you know, you can teach that other person.
Which again is kind of like what I was talking about earlier at my work, you know, being able to accept this version of me, because I have people that are so willing to, and not only are they willing to, but they love this version of me, you know, who's more confident in who I am and stuff. So with that, I like bring a more real version of myself that's really able to communicate with other people. And so the people that I work with are on the same level and frequency, and we're able to just intermingle really well, you know. And so I've never had a girls' night before, and I had one, you know, like she was the only reason why I was able to make it happen, but I did that. There were people from my work that met my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never done that before, because we've never trusted another group of people like that, you know?
It's still really hard though, because it's still,
you have to be very careful and selective. You know? You can't just give it out willy-nilly. But when you think that there might be a genuine connection with another person, capitalize on it.
Yep.
Capitalize on it. Tell them something vulnerable about yourself, you know, or ask them a personal question, you know, dive a little bit deeper and be like, you know, I would like to let you know that I really like you and I'd like to be your friend.
Yeah.
Something that simple. Because I literally asked Katrina to be my friend. At work, I literally asked her. I was like, I just feel like that. I was like, I really feel like we get along and I just want to know, like, can we like hang out and like do stuff?
That's my friend.
Yeah. We're just like,
we didn't ask that. We were just like, okay, we're friends.
Yeah. It was more like, we belong together.
Yes. So, I fed her. She just never left. It's really what happened. I cooked dinner. She just never left. I cooked. True. She cleaned. That's literally what happened.
It's 100%. 100%. And now I just tell our kids to clean.
Now we're just like, okay, I yell. I'm the yeller. She's the quiet person. So when nobody listens and she just looks at me and then I look at her and I'm like, okay, who's going to yell?
Yeah. And then I just have to go by and I'm like, bro, y'all mom's going to get mad.
Exactly.
Bro.
That's really what happens.
And I pick up the broom and I start moving around and they start moving around because
usually if it gets down to both of us, if I've yelled like 20 times over and she's actually gotten mad and said something, then it's like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's like, all right, we're telling dad. Yeah. That's when it's like, okay, everybody's cleaning.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm like, bro, you know you heard your mom. What are you doing? You know?
Exactly.
And then they're like, oh, sorry, Aunt Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
So now we're to the point of brain dump moment. She's heard the podcast, so she already knows about this. And of course, if you've seen the podcast all the way up to this point, you guys know I do a brain dump. And I have so many tabs open about all the people that's been in and out of my life. And she's been in my life with the emotional support husband. Emotional support husband's been in my life for 20 years. And she's been in my life for almost 20 years. How long? I don't know. We're just going to say 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
It's
definitely up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've had a few people, I mean, again, I've said it earlier, we had a few people come and go out of our lives, so.
Mutual friends.
Mutual friends, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's a lot, but everybody that's been in my life, or that is still in my life, has seen different seasons of me. And I am very extremely grateful for the ones that have stuck around and the ones that actually have taken the time to understand me as a person. But for the emotional support husband and the emotional best friend, I was going to call her emotional best friend husband.
Which is accurate.
It is accurate for the emotional support best friend. That's your new nickname. You know, for her, and then obviously the best friend that lives a few states away. For them three, they're the only three that I can truly say that if I like even slightly shift, they're like, what's wrong? Because, you know, they're the only ones I can do that with. So those are the ones that I'm super, 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 super close with that, you know, I'm extremely, extremely grateful. I mean, I'm grateful for everybody in my life. Do not ever get that wrong.
It's just different whenever.
It's different with them three. It will always be different with them three. I do have really good relationships with a few other people in my life, and I was just telling her about them today, and I will absolutely love those people with my whole heart, and I will forever be grateful for those people. When it comes to her and my emotional support husband, though, them two will forever be different and will ever be mine, if that makes any sense. So, and if you've enjoyed hanging out with us today and enjoyed our little weird spiral moments,
you're welcome.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. And thank you for hanging out with us today. We actually had a great time and enjoyed our spiral moments. So I'm Sammy. That's Sam.
Also
my brat. And this is Glitchless Chaos, where I kept it real.
Really real.
Really real. Remember, I love you, and I'll see you next time.
I won't.